It's always nice to go back and give some time to the classics. So here we are today reviewing World Grand Prix Lightning McQueen, more commonly known as just the Cars 2 version of Lightning McQueen. McQueen sported this paint job for most of the movie. Of course, at the beginning of the movie, he had the Hudson Hornet Piston Cup version, and you can check out my review of that in the description below. Now, not only are we taking a look at a classic version of McQueen, we're also celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday, FiberrrFX. I hope you're having a great day today, and I hope this video makes it even better. So I really do hope you enjoy this video. And if anyone out there would like to make a birthday request of your own, you can definitely do so. But please, guys, please, you have to submit it at least 1 month before your birthday. On my last birthday request video that I did, I think it was last week, I got all these comments from people saying that their birthday was like next week. It was, I don't know, sometime early February. It's like, I'm sorry guys, but has to be at least 1 month before. And you guys gotta pick something that I haven't already reviewed. Like, I haven't actually really reviewed World Grand Prix McQueen before, at least not in extensive detail like we're going to be doing today. And the other thing is, Cars 3 cars are off limits, and pretty much anything else that is new, because I plan on reviewing that anyways, so that's not really available for a suggestion or a birthday request video. But anything old, just search my channel, see if I reviewed it or not, and of course, watch the video at the top of the description below. It's the how to suggest video, and it really goes in depth with how to actually make a proper suggestion. So please do that before you just make the comment for a suggestion or a birthday request and then have it so I am not able to do it. But anyway, let's dive right into today's review of the WGP Lightning McQueen. Now, we really can't talk about his appearance or releases because, of course, he appeared throughout the entire Cars 2 movie besides the beginning, and then he was there for all the races. You did have those intermittent periods in there though, where maybe he had a different set of wheels on with a different expression. Here, for example, is the travel wheels version of Lightning McQueen, and you can see the slight difference in rim style there. And same thing for the party wheels Lightning McQueen as well. Of course, same paint job essentially with a different expression and different rim style there. So that's pretty much it. You guys know this. For pretty much the entirety of the Cars 2 movie, you saw McQueen looking like this. Now, as for his release, he has been released so many times since 2011. Of course, when Cars 2 came out, here's the initial debut release of Mr. McQueen here from 2011. I got this at Tuesday morning over last summer. It was a great deal. As you can see, only $3 there, and that's cheaper than if I were to buy him at Target store. Now, I don't know where they get this. Compare that price. Maybe Toys R Us, but come on, Tuesday morning, that's a bunch of unrealistic stuff right there, because I would never really see $6 at a Target or Walmart store. But anyway, that's a topic for another video. To the point here, this is the original release of Lightning McQueen with racing wheels, as they used to call him. Now they call him World Grand Prix Lightning McQueen. They're essentially the same. You can see that the original version has a mouth plate, which we'll take a look at here in a second. I have one loose, and now he's a unibody like the one that I've been showing for most of the video so far. And here is a 2016 release that I got out of 2017 Case R when I did my unboxing. So, the art is the same, and the diecast is pretty much the same as well, besides, of course, for the mouth plate there. And, like I said, he's been released so many times, I'm not going to go over all of them. 2-packs, multi-packs, singles, so yeah, he's not hard to find at all. Pretty much every store you go into, you'll find him. At least, for me personally, I see him in every store that I go into. So that's pretty much it for his appearance and release, and now let's dive right into the review. This is actually a really cool version of McQueen. I actually kind of prefer it more than the Cars 1 version, just because I love the spoiler, I love the flames, and it really shows the evolution of McQueen from the first Cars movie. As you can see here, it's a pretty drastic difference between the two. I like that because it makes sense. Any racer will get upgrades as they go along, so it does really make sense to the storyline of the entire Cars franchise. Now they are kind of similar in the fact that their body designs, the shape is very similar, and the biggest difference is the spoiler, I guess you could say, in a body sense, but of course the designs are drastically different as well. So here's the comparison between the two of them. I have to say, I have to go with that Cars 2 version of McQueen over the first one. I mean, the first one's great as well, but I just really like the Cars 2 version. And I don't know about Cars 3 yet. I still haven't received it, so we'll see about that when I make my final decision, when I have all three of them on hand. So, getting back to McQueen here, he has the Hudson Hornet Piston Cup logo there on the hood with the flames in the background, which looks awesome because, of course, at this time, the Piston Cup was renamed for Hudson Hornet in honor of him because he recently passed away. I guess in Cars 3, they took that off of the Piston Cup title again, which is kind of sad, but I guess it makes sense to have it as a temporary thing. On the side here, we can see his World Grand Prix decals. We have the emblem there for the World Grand Prix with the country he's representing, the United States. 95 number above that. I like the rims. I really do like the rims of this McQueen. They're gray with the red trim around them. Of course, Lightyear tires. We have the 95 with the extensive flames going throughout his body here. And down below it says World Grand Prix and all in all. Very, very cool. He still has the Lightning McQueen signature on the roof edges. This one actually looks to be a little bit cockeyed, but I think that's just on mine. Got 95 up top there. Roof flaps. Sorry, guys. A bunch of people corrected me on this when I said that they're side view mirrors. I just thought that they were because in Cars 1, when McQueen did that maneuver around Chick Hicks at the final race to get in second place, he, of course, was driving backwards, and it was just the way that they filmed it. It made me think that he was using mirrors of some sort, and then they shot over to Mater, who used his side view mirrors to, of course, do the ka-chow thing to one of the Chick Hicks pitties. So it just kind of gave me that feeling, and that's what I thought for literally the past 11 years. So whatever, they're roof flaps. It makes a lot more sense now because side view mirrors would be over here, but I just thought that they were because it's a car. Things are different for cars, but whatever. I'm sorry, guys, about that. But getting back to McQueen here on his spoiler, it says World Grand Prix, of course. You got the flames going up onto the spoiler there as well. On the back here, it says World Grand Prix powered by All in All. We have the American flag, and there is the same emblem that we saw over here. And here's the base if you're interested. Not too bad. Pretty clean. So that's all for solely World Grand Prix McQueen himself. Now I want to discuss his previous variations. So the first one, of course, was in 2011. The one that you got in this packaging right here that I already showed you guys. And that is this one right here. All red, you got the mouth plate that is plastic and the plastic eye insert as well. Now, of course, as many other people do as well, I really prefer the unibody, one whole metal piece without having all these little plastic inserts in there. Just looks more realistic and a lot better in my opinion. You can see the distinct cracks in there where they insert the plastic parts. And of course, these two match right here. So then there's this kind of weird one that fits in here as well. Now it's pretty much the same as the 2011 version. Pretty sure it was sometime released in 2011, but as you can see, the mouth plate is a lot darker than the rest of McQueen. Now, why Mattel did this, I have no idea, and this is why I really do not like mouth plates, because then they started doing with other cars, and it just doesn't match the rest of the car. It makes absolutely no sense, not accurate to the movie, so I was really disappointed when they released this one. Somehow I wound up with it, so decided to show it with you guys in this video. You can see the distinct color difference there between the mouth plate there and the main body. And then we move on to the final one here, which is actually a different expression version of McQueen, and he does have that darker mouth plate for some reason as well. Now this right here is a launcher release. It was only released with the 2011 Pit Road launcher for Lightning McQueen. So this is what you would get. You get the launcher and this version of McQueen with the unique expression, as you can see, different from the other ones that I've been showing. Now, kind of want to try this out, but I don't want to use this version of McQueen. Let's use the other one that I really don't like with the darker mouth plate, and let's see how it works here. Don't want to aim at the camera. Let's see if we can put him over there and let him hit my little building over here, I guess. Let's go. Oh, bang. See, a good thing about the mouth plates actually is if you use launchers like this right here, and then they hit something, it's not going to chip because, of course, this is plastic and plastic doesn't chip. So I guess there is one benefit to it, but, you know, I don't really play with my cars, so to me, it's definitely not a benefit. So that is all for the variations. We got original, we got dark mouth plate original, and then we got the launcher one. Those are all the regular versions of World Grand Prix McQueen, not factoring in ones that have different decals, like this one right here, as you can see, is gold in certain areas. I'd like to review this one day, but no one has suggested it, I don't believe. Now moving on to the final segment of this video, FiberrrFX asked me to compare the World Grand Prix Lightning McQueen to the Radiator Springs Team Lightning McQueen that we have here on the right. Now, it was only released in a metallic paint job exclusive to Target back in 2014. I did a video on it a while ago, so the link for that will be in the description below, but just kind of disregard the metallic sense to it. Just look at the decals. And, you know, that's pretty much all we'll be looking at because that is really the only difference between the two, of course. Now, at first glance, they look very, very similar. Same expression, same hood decal there. But if we take a closer look, you can see that McQueen now has the lightning bolt tampos added back to his hood there, which is awesome. Of course, that was a big thing in Cars 1, so I'm glad that they were back. Now, if you guys don't know, this RST McQueen is pretty much the McQueen paint job that he had on from Cars 2 to Cars 3, the in-between events there. Kind of like the Hudson Hornet Piston Cup version, but I don't think we'll see this one in a movie like we did for the Hudson Hornet Piston Cup version. Now, he does have a bunch of new sponsors, but these aren't Piston Cup racers. They're actually the businesses in Radiator Springs, plus some other ones in there as well. So you got the Piston Cup still in there. And then we got Sally's Cozy Cones here, Flo's VA Cafe, Mayor's Towing and Salvage. There's a Dynaco one right there. Sarge's Surplus Hut. I think that's Ramon's House of Body Art. Gotta take a closer look at some of these. There's also Luigi's and Rusty's on there as well. And the other two, those two right there between Dynaco and the bottom here. I can't see those, but you got Rusty's. Luigi's is right there above Dynaco, so it's pretty cool. He's kind of like all, you know, self-contained here because he's sponsored by the places that he knows and loves very, very well. So we got the same flame design here, but all the World Grand Prix and All in All decals are off because, of course, that is over. All in All is dead, and Miles Axelrod's in prison, along with the lemons there. And on the back here, you got the Hudson Hornet Piston Cup logo with Lightning McQueen's signature. So a very classic version of McQueen. And it says Radiator Springs there on the spoiler with the radiator cap mounts in there. I almost forgot the name of that for a second. And so that's where it gets the name Radiator Springs Team McQueen because he's sponsored by all of the businesses and shops in Radiator Springs. So that is awesome. I really do like this version of McQueen, and I was kind of hoping they released a non-metallic version of this because it kind of make more sense for the, you know, continuance, is that even a word, continue streak, you know, of the movie because it just kind of makes sense. You know what versions of McQueen appeared where and what paint job he had, you know, at what times in the movie because, you know, in Cars 1 you had this version, then you went to the Hudson Hornet Piston Cup version, then you went to World Grand Prix, and then you go to this one, so it'd just be kind of cool. This one wasn't metallic. You guys know what I'm saying, so hopefully that made sense. Sorry for all the kind of stumbles there. I don't really know what I'm saying sometimes, but anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and of course, happy birthday, FiberrrFX. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I really hope you enjoyed this video and made your day even better. And maybe you got some cars or planes for your birthday. Let me know down in the comment section below. I'll see you guys all next time for another video. Hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now. Oh, and did you see this guy here in the background that y'all have been asking about? Yeah, I got him in the nice way from Cars 3. So I'll be doing a review of this guy relatively soon. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.